Wonderful. Okay, we're here with Leonard Greenwood, and he's from the Sangudo area. I'm Iris Tufton. I used to be Iris Lowry, and I joined the Friends of the Sangudo Library, and we're interested in preserving history. So we want to see what you have to say about that, and tell us about your life. I will guide you through with some questions, and you just pretend this thing isn't pointed your direction. Leonard is 92 years old, and he's had quite a life, a lot of interesting things to tell us about. Let's go way back to your parents. Tell us about your parents, where they came from, where they lived, and then all of your siblings.
My parents originally came from England. My mom was from Lancashire and my dad was from Yorkshire. That don't mean nothing to me, but I guess it does to English people.
Sure.
And they moved out here. Their parents moved out here, and then they were born. No, they weren't born here, but they got married here, and I was born on the farm. And I never moved off the farm till I moved into the old folks' home here in Barhead. I stayed there all my life. So.
Okay, let's go back to your birth family. How many brothers and sisters did you have?
I got one sister.
What's her name?
Edna Lappin was a married name.
Edna was a good friend of mine. We played ball together.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and of course we're both horse people, so I knew her well. Yeah. Okay, so when your parents first came from England, where did they move to begin with?
They were up in the coal branch.
Oh.
My grandfather worked in the mines at the coal branch. He wheeled coal for 15 cents a ton in a wheelbarrow and loaded it onto railway cars. So, and he made a good living out of it, so I don't know how many tons a day he had to push. But,
oh, good. So were you just a young lad when you lived up there?
No, I wasn't born yet then.
Oh, okay.
No.
And you were born after you moved
that,
to
yeah.
the farm?
After they lived there, they moved to the farm there and homesteaded the farm. Well, they didn't homestead it, they bought it from somebody else.
Okay.
And I don't know who it was they bought it from for $5 or $10 for the quarter of land.
And what sort of farming did he do?
They had a few cows and they grew a little bit of crop, and he worked at the mines a lot of the time. We'd go up there and work a month or so in the mine. And the boys started working there. My uncle, one uncle and my dad worked at the mines for a while. And then they came back out and they all got married here. All got married to sisters.
Oh. Brothers marrying sisters.
Yeah.
That happened in our family too, or my mom's family. Two of them. Tell us about your childhood on the farm. What sort of stands out in your memory? What sorts of things did you have to do?
One thing that stands, well, I wasn't my memory, but my dad's memory told me about the first Christmas they were here in Alberta. They had 3 wieners for Christmas, and there was 6 of them.
Oh,
so they had a half a wiener apiece, and that was their treat for Christmas.
Oh my goodness!
And that stood out in my mind for a long time. And I remember some of the first things I remember picking up sticks for my dad as he was clearing land. He was chopping the trees and the roots and stuff, and I picked up things, and I was about 7 years old then. And I gradually worked up, and I went thrashing when I was 15 years old with a team and wagon, and I bought my first accordion then when I was 15.
And did you have any experience playing someone else's before that,
No.
or you just decided you'd like to do that?
There was 3 of us started up, and there was 2 of us played accordions, 1 a banjo, and not a one of us know a note of music. And I played all my life with different people, and there isn't one that knows a note of music. It's all done by ear.
Yeah, I can relate.
one lady played with me for 35 years. So.
Nice, yeah. Anything else you recall of your youth, of your younger days? Where did you go to school, and how far did you go to school?
I just went across the road to school.
Oh, you were lucky.
And we were not that lucky because we were the janitors. And in the wintertime, we had to get over there and get the fire going before. And in the summer, we packed water from home to the school. We went home for dinner because we were just across the road.
Yeah.
And we took another pail of water back over it, so we had to take two. We got paid for that.
When you say we, are you talking you and your sister?
Sister, yeah.
Was she older than you?
No, she's younger than I am.
Okay, do you recall, what was the name of that school? What school?
Glenister School.
Oh, okay. And do you recall any of your teachers, any of them stand out as being terrible or good? Or maybe you shouldn't say.
Well,
I'm sure
I don't
they're
know.
gone, so.
We had a Miss Cernus. We had a Mrs. Westerberg, and she was married. Well, she wasn't a Westerberg when she started here. She married John Westerberg of the district. And we had Mrs. Parks, and she taught for 14 years.
Oh,
And that's some of the kids, that's the only teacher they ever had with her at school.
right. Leonard, tell us where Glenister is. For some of the people watching, they would have no idea. Where is it in terms of the larger towns now?
Well, it's about 10 miles north of Sangudo and 2 miles east is where the school was.
Okay.
There was a sign there, and we had I used to clip the grass and stuff around, but since I left there, there's nobody been doing it. And but the sign, I think, is still there. I ain't sure on that either.
There would be. Those historical signs were put up at all the schools.
Yeah.
The original schools. So
The
that,
guy
that
from
was a great
Onaway did
thing.
all of that.
Yeah, Terry Slemko.
Yeah.
Okay, now a little bit later, let's think of you as you were becoming a young man. How did you meet and marry your wife? And tell us about her.
She was boarding at the neighbor's, and he was the man that played the banjo on our band, and we got going up there, and she was going to school. I don't know.
Okay, what's her name?
Dorothy Patterson was her name.
And so the Pattersons lived nearby.
Yeah, her dad was an MLA for, I think it's an MLA or MP. No,
MLA.
MLA.
Edmonton or Alberta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For I don't know how many years.
Oh.
And my dad was a strong NDPer, so we had to not get any politics going when they were together.
Okay, and the two of you then had how many children? Tell us about your family.
We had 4 children, 3 girls and 2 boys, one boy, and they're all around. One's in Merithorpe, one's in Lake Romeo, and one's on a farm west of Sangudo, and my son and grandson has taken over the farm where I was at.
Okay.
So there's 5 generations on the farm right now.
Okay. Tell us each name and if they're married, who their spouses were. And
Well,
so
we
know
got
where they are now.
we got Heather Thompson, and then it's Anna Greenwood, and then Elaine Shuck, and Alan Greenwood. There's only one boy. The 3 girls.
Where's Alan now?
He's on the farm.
Oh,
Him and his son.
okay. What did I do? Over here. Anything that comes to your mind as some of the most important aspects of your life in your younger days when you were on the farm and had a young family? Just work, work, work?
That's about it. Just work, work, work.
What was your fun there besides music?
We did a lot of horse things. We had gincana at the hall up at Lake Romeo Hall. When we attended that, was it every 2 weeks, I think?
Yeah.
And we gincanaed all day, everybody took supper, and we all sat down and had supper together, and then you all went home.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to go on trail rides. We used to go to the sand hills and take all the horses up there and have trail rides up and through there.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any special horses that you remember?
I can remember them all.
Want to pick out one or two?
I can. There's one right up there behind you, over there,
Oh yeah.
and
Buck.
A buckskin?
Buck was my horse, and Thunder was Heather's horse. Freckles was Anna's horse, and Major was Elaine's horse.
Okay.
And what was Dad's Pinto? What was his name?
Stormy.
Stormy, yeah.
Yeah. Will you hold up your farm picture? We got that down off the wall. Let's have a look. Okay, can you just hold it up a little bit higher? We'll have to cover your face there. All right, now let's see is some of your land what we're seeing in the distance there as well?
Yes.
All of it.
Okay.
All of it. It's all mine.
How much land did you have?
I had 4 quarters, a sextant right where we lived, and 2 quarters in the flats that Alan owns now. Well,
Okay.
he got it anyway.
Yeah, all right.
That's what he started with.
And here, let's have a
But
look
this
at your
is
favorite horse.
whiskey. That's not Buck.
Oh,
No,
well, that's okay. Show us whiskey.
Take the picture, Dad.
And we must be at a cattle pen in here, are we?
Yeah.
yes, I had cattle pen for
Okay.
years.
Can you hold it there, Leonard, and
Oh.
square it up for me? And
I penned till I was 80.
okay, again, just hold it a little higher into the better light. That's nice. Oh, great. Okay, thank you. So, who would you have on your penning team? Family, or would you?
No,
Mix it up.
no family team. No, it was all old people.
Oh,
Bill Bush and Christensen.
uh-huh.
I can't remember his first name even.
And where would you go to some of these pennings?
We went to Valley View. We won at Valley View. It rained up there, and all these fast guys couldn't go so fast in the mud with the horses. And we did just as good, so we won that. And then but that's about the only thing we won.
Yeah.
We get money for a little bit of money every
Yeah.
time, but not very much.
Yeah.
You used to ride at Schmidt's on Thursday nights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that too. Rode at
In the arena?
Yeah, in the arena
Yeah.
at Smith's, yes.
Okay. I want to back up a little bit. One of my categories here is health and medical. And I want to go way back to earlier days. Do you remember, getting sick, any of those childhood diseases, or having to go, was it Tina Langston you would call on if anybody needed some help?
I don't remember us ever having anything.
Really?
My grandfather lived to 90, and he went to the hospital just before he died, and that was the only time he ever went to hospital in his life.
Wow. Well, that's great.
Yeah,
That's
doing a lot
exceptional.
better than we are because we live on pills.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, how about any highlights of your life? What would stand out in your memory as being like any of your greatest accomplishments, or your happiest times, or
I
What
don't
would you
really
say?
know.
any outstanding memories?
One of my outstanding memories when we won Farm Family Award and had with the wife and all the kids. There's a picture somewhere around of that too.
Oh, wonderful.
And we won that for, I don't remember what year it was though.
Okay. Now, what was your farming business? Did you raise some exceptional cattle?
In 1985, we won the Farm Family Award for Lakes and Anna, and I was quite proud of that. With all the family was all included in that.
Wonderful. And the
Because
shorthorn.
the girls worked in the field, I should have put that in there too. Yes,
Well, you just did.
Oh. Girl.
So tell us about your shorthorn cattle here. Here's another picture Heather's going to hold up.
Well,
for
we
us.
raised purebred shorthorn cattle for I don't know how many years. Probably 20, 30 years.
Longer.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, wonderful. Well, this says Canadian Shorthorn Association 2013 Legend of the Breed, Leonard
Yeah.
and Dorothy Greenwood, Sangudo. In recognition of your substantial contribution to the development of the shorthorn breed in Canada. Wonderful. That definitely would be a highlight. Now I want you to think about all the changes that have happened over your lifetime. You know, and what sort of pops out as some of the major changes or the biggest things that have changed our lives.
Well, for me, some of the biggest changes is I have put crop and stuff in with horses, with 4 horses. And then when we finally got to a tractor, and we farmed with a tractor with no cab on for a long time. That's why I got this oxygen here from the dust and stuff all the time.
All right.
And this new stuff, well, it's just all Greek for me. I don't understand it at all.
Yeah.
So
All the computerized.
yeah, all computerized stuff.
Right.
Kids are all up on it, but I don't want. I don't even try to get
Yeah.
on it. So, but it is a big step. I'm not sure it's for the better. It could be, but
Yeah.
I think it's going to run a lot of problems with it. Yes. So
Well, the small farmer,
yeah,
Won't,
ain't much benefit.
no. Those units cost like $1 million. Something ridiculously expensive. Let's see. How about have you taken any time to do any traveling
Not very
in your
little.
later life? No. Too busy playing that accordion.
And we milk
Energy.
cows a lot. And you can't milk cows. You can't get nobody to milk. Only one year when Heather took the job on us, she was milkman for the district, and she was busy all summer. Our people that she could milk cows, and they would go on a trip, and we went on 2, I guess. We went to Phoenix, where my wife's sister was. We went down there, and then we went to BC to the Mayshart Gardens out there in the BC. And that's about all we ever went anywhere. Oh, the first trip we ever went, we had a tent, and we went to Jasper, and we were all laid in the tent going to sleep. Woke up in the morning and we were laid in water. It started raining at night and it had all run in there, and we were all laid in this pools of water.
Yeah.
So I distinctly remember that.
Okay. What about things like telephone? When did you first get telephone or television?
We didn't get the telephone when it first came in. We didn't get the power when it first came in. I remember when my grandfather got a radio, it worked on a battery, and everybody used to go down there to listen to the hockey games. And he had a big Marconi radio, and it sat up about that high, and the big picture on it, and it run by a battery, and you had to charge that battery up, take it to town and charge it up. And that was quite an invention to see that, see him playing hockey or anything like that ball.
What can you remember about Sangudo? If you you'd go to Sangudo to do your shopping?
Yeah, we did everything in Sangudo, yes.
What were some of the businesses there that you?
We had 3 car dealerships or 4 car dealerships, tractor dealerships, 3 of them. We had 2 grocery stores, and
Creamery.
we had a creamery, we had an
Welding
2 elevators,
Yeah.
and what have we got now? We have nothing.
Oh, we're trying. We're
Yeah.
trying hard.
Yeah.
Tell the
Did you
story,
ever-
Dad, about riding in the truck with great grandpa.
Oh, Oh, well, that was the highlight of the year, I guess. We had on Christmas time and stuff. Every business give free drinks out to all the people that dealt there through the summer. And my dad and two brothers, they liked to have a drink, and grandfather was the oldest, and we had them laying in the bottom of the back of a pickup truck, and grandfather was tromping around in there. He said, I can sure drink them buggers underneath the weather, and he was tramping around on top of them.
I didn't think you folks were like that back then. Did you ever curl?
A little bit. I curled a couple of years, that's all.
Any
Played
other-
quite a bit of ball.
Oh yeah. Out at Sangudo or out in the Gwenister
I
area?
played for Sangudo Seniors for a couple of years. And I
Okay.
played some. I coached the girls' ball team for a couple of years.
Good deal. Okay. Anything, daughters, that you're thinking he hasn't told us? We missed anything? Anything you can think of you'd like to?
I don't know what you
Have
girls
recorded?
think of. I mentioned them in the Farm Family Award. They worked all their lives there
Yeah.
till they went to school in Edmonton.
Well, that's wonderful, Leonard. I think we'll stop on that note then. It's been great, and I hope you do well for a few more years.
So do I.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
I'm moving from here, so
Are you?
Well, they're
Well,
renovating,
they're-
they're just moving down.
Oh, just down
to
the hall.
to the new part that they're building.
Oh, I see.
It'd be closer to the dining room.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay, we're going to ask Leonard more about his playing career with his bands. Your first band, tell us about that, the
The
trio.
first band, there was three of us, two accordions and one banjo, and we were called the Glenister Trio.
Who are the other two fellows?
Freddie Evans and Jackie Parks. And then they quit. Freddie got too many milk cows and he couldn't keep up, and Jackie moved to Edmonton. So, and me and my wife read poetry for a difference in it. And I played the accordion, and then one night at a barn housewarming, Marion Bendrine asked if she could play guitar with us, and then she played with us for 29 years or something like that
goodness.
afterwards.
Well, my aunt Lily McIntosh Ross, tells a story about going to a dance where you were playing, and Freddie gave her his banjo to play, and she immediately broke a string.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, well, she felt quite terrible, I guess.
Yeah, we used to know Lily. She had, I don't know if this is on the matter or you can put it on or off.
Sure.
We played for a dance at Tipperary. Maybe you know where Tipperary
Well,
is down there.
Yes, I know approximately.
And we
Yeah.
played for a dance, and it was about 30 or 35 below. The vehicle wouldn't start when we went to go. We took the battery out of that and put it in the schoolhouse to warm up so we could get going. And then we run in the ditch at the bridge that Meadowview, where you went across the bridge and it turned straight around. And McIntoshes came and pulled us out with a team of horses after about 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah, that's the kind of story that she tells in her books.
Yeah, well, that's a true story. That one is. I
Yeah.
know that for a fact.
Okay, then later on you had another band. Tell us about that one.
Yeah, we got Zimmers play with me now, or did do. They played for 12 or 14 years. And Herb and Diane, they're a married couple. They both,
And the name?
Herb can play anything.
The name of that band?
And she sang and played the scrumstick.
And what did you call that band?
Greenwoods is what it got
Oh,
called.
well, tell us about the Happy Wanderers. That was before.
That was the Happy Wonders was when Marion was playing with her.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
And you played for dances all over the place.
Yeah, we played for 3 or 4 years we played once a month at Drayton Valley and once a month in Westlock, plus all the ones in between around here.
Yeah.
I think we played in every hall around this country. I think.
And then you played for some wedding dances.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
you were
what
still
I got.
playing when they were celebrating their 50th anniversary.
We
You
played for 2.
Yeah.
The third one didn't. The third one was one of the twins, Sangudo and Thompson, wasn't it?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they were going.
Lois and Pete?
Yeah, Pete. And they were going to have the third one, but he got sick and they never had it. But we played for Don
John and Maxine Davis.
Davis and Richard and Gloria Garrett. We played
Oh.
for theirs 50th and wedding dances.
Okay.
And originally, Dad, what about your Reach for the Top or whatever that
Search
prize
for
was?
Talent,
Search
you
for
guys
Talent.
won.
Yeah, I don't remember. Used to have Search for Talent
Well, you went to Edmonton or something.
shows. Yeah, we went to Edmonton with that.
With the trio, Glenister Trio.
Yeah.
They did come out to Marathon.
Yeah.
Yes, they came out to a lot of them places, and then anybody wanted to go play, and we won it at Sangudo was what we did, and then we got to go in to play in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what about all your volunteer playing for?
Well, I played for 60 years, probably volunteered.
No, but with the auxiliary and nursing homes and things like that.
Yeah, well, that's what I
Oh.
played for 60 years. Volunteered for 3 at Marathon, 3 in Barhead,
3 places, yeah.
every month.
Well, that's what's kept you young. Yeah.
And we played about a week before they put the lock on the thing here for the disease come in. And I played it once or twice since. I can play it and the women will gather out there, but it don't work as good anymore. It needs to be played more, and I'm
Yeah.
quitting.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to shut it off again. Thank you again, Larry.
Yeah.